This hive should have queen cells in that bottom box, and there's no telling what we're going to find in this upper box, because should it be one honey super full honey, hopefully this honey super is full. This one needs to be drawn out. So if they're still bound and determined to put up honey like they were last week, I'm going to put the cut comb super on this hive today. So, alright, somewhere in the last 2 seconds, I have lost another hive tool. What did I do with my hive tool? I have seriously been thinking about putting hive tools on a little lanyard. Oh, cockroach. That's never a good sign. Whew. Okay, they have not drawn this one out, so they will probably get replaced. This one will get replaced with that wax. The cut comb waxed super. Wow. Now this one I think was the one that was full that wasn't capped. I think I actually put the new one on the bottom. So this is, I mean, this was already full, but it wasn't capped. I'm gonna say it's probably a rock. I'm gonna say this is capped, or at least mostly capped. If the outside ones are capped, you know the inside ones are. Yeah, they're capped. Well, mostly capped. Some of them. Okay. Yeah. They still need that other. Let's see how they did with that other super, though. That other super's, I think, the one that was empty. And it's probably going to be full. That was full. Oh, goodness gracious. Whew. Howdy. Whew. Goodness gracious, that was full. It's just not capped yet. I wish they'd go ahead and cap it. This one is getting full quickly. That one's almost full. I'm gonna say it's all but full. Problem is, they ain't capped it yet. So, guess what's gonna go? The cut comb super is going under this one, and then and then I'm gonna put this one back on it, and then that other one on top of this one. Yeah, that's full. I mean, it's full. It just ain't been capped yet, so that's gonna be another full box. Of course, this one's already drawn out, so now I'm hoping that sometime during the week, the reason this one is so full, this one is pretty full. I mean, it's not as heavy as that other one was, but it's 80 to 90% full. I'm hoping the reason that one's so full is that they have moved a lot of this honey that was in this box up, because I'm hoping they're getting ready for a new queen to start laying. No, that's all honey. I can see, look at that. They've drawn that out so thick. That's all honey. All honey. This one, I don't know. I don't remember what was in this one. But I may need to go get my little, I don't know what the frame grabber thing, because these things are not want to come out that easy. Look at that. They've almost capped that off. Well, this one may turn into a honey super too. I may end up having to put queen excluder under this one. I don't know what I did here. I'm thinking one of these, either this one, this one, or this one, were empty frames of either foundation or starter strip. And I didn't mark them. This last batch of frames that I'm built, I marked them on top, either F for foundation or SS for starter strip, and this was a foundation. And they have all but drawn it out. And most of it, okay, I like that because there's honey around the outside, but the inside they're leaving empty. I'm hoping that means that they're getting ready for a queen. Hopefully it means that there's a queen cell in the process down below. So I don't even really need to see I don't see a need to go any farther in that box, because I know there's not going to be any brood in it. It's going to be full of honey. So I'm gonna, oh, that's going to be heavy. Yep, that one's full of honey too. Golly. Okay. Wow. I'm still going to leave the queen excluder under that one. On top of that one, because I do want her to, I want her to come up into that second box if she will and start laying. I think I may end up having to use some smoke. They're not liking me in this honey. That's the first little puff of smoke I've used today. This is the bunch that stung me on each thumb last week too. The good thing about it is it really, the day after was pretty much it. I really didn't have any lasting effects after the next day. Boy, they're after me though. Okay, that's still full of honey. I'm gonna make some room so I can look for these, hopefully some queen cells in here. That's all pollen and honey. Okay. It looks like there may be a few cells in there that she could actually lay in if there was a queen in there. I don't remember which one that I put in that had the eggs on it. I'm thinking it was the one that's this next one here. That one, I think. I don't know for sure though. There are cells in there where she could lay. They may be moving some honey up. There's several cells in there that she could lay. Okay. I don't see. This next frame may not be the one. No, it's not. This is all this pollen and honey. Well, I tell you what, if they could ever get a decent laying queen in here, they'd have plenty of pollen and honey for the babies, because I mean there's just pollen everywhere. I mean, if there's not honey in it, there's pollen in it. Smash the bee. We don't usually smash them. I'm doing like that. Okay. Queen cell, queen cell. They have one queen cell. And that is the only queen cell. That's not very encouraging. There should be several queen cells on there. As long as there's a nice big fat queen cell, that's good enough for me. So we're going to leave that there. So it's capped too, so we're looking at when is the queen cell capped? They've been in here 6 days. Well, they've got a queen cell, which is good. Hopefully they'll have a queen in the next, I think at day 10 is when it's capped. So by next weekend, there should be a queen running around in there somewhere. Maybe a virgin queen, but excuse me, golly, at least there'll be a queen. All right. I am going to put that. Golly, let's get some of these bees off of here first. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, hopefully they will continue and they will move honey up into the honey supers. I think they've started doing that a little bit. I think they've started moving a little bit of honey up, because those two honey supers are full. One of them is almost capped. I'm gonna put that cut comb honey super in there. All right, what I've got here, I've just got some frames. They're really not the frames that I should have for cut comb. I should have used the frames with the little tab that you pull off, like I did with the starter strips, but I didn't buy any mediums like that. So what I've got, this is very, very, very thin wax foundation. As you can tell, you can see through it. You got these little pins that are split and they go on either side of it. So I got the regular frames with the groove in the top, groove in the bottom. I'm hoping between the groove on the bottom and the top and the pins that it will keep it stable enough that the bees can go ahead and draw it out. And once they get it drawn out and get it connected to all the sides, that it won't be any problem. But that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Actually, I probably need to put Golly, don't do that. I probably need to put this one that's not drawn out on top of that one. See if I can get them stimulated to draw that bottom one out. Maybe I can get them stimulated to draw that one here out too. And then this one is the one that's almost full. The problem with doing it this way is that means the heaviest one has got to go on top. And that's not gonna be fun. Okay. I mean, because that's, I don't know, what, 9 frame, 90? I don't know how much a full frame of honey weighs. I think they said it was like 60 or 70 pounds. Well, I'm going to argue that that's heavier than that. Because I lift 50-pound sacks of feed all the time, and I don't think they're even close to being that heavy. Okay. And I did smash several bees while putting that on there, so don't give me any problem about it. But anyway, so that one's got 4 supers on it. 2 of them are full. And unless something happens this week, they really have a good chance of filling all 4 of them up this week, because they're, like I said, this week's supposed to be really, really nice weather, and our flow is like, this is the time of year that you want to see. The flow is just heavy. So it's going to be interesting next week opening these up. And my cut comb super is the one with a red stripe on it, so that way I can keep it separated. And my smoker probably not going to go smoke much more because I knocked it over, and usually when I knock it over, that's pretty much the end of it. This one's still a question mark. Alright, I have got honey supers for these 2 if they need them. I don't know that one there, I'll be lucky if that one's full, much less the one that wasn't drawn out. I just left that one that wasn't drawn out up there just so basically so I wouldn't have to carry it home with me. But these 2 could possibly be mostly full. This one was like the 2nd strongest hive, or was. I definitely know how to propolize. Well, that's looking pretty good. Actually, there's a lot of a new comb on there. I don't know how full these supers are. They're not full, but they're getting there. I'm gonna say that one's 70 to 80% full, but that one's the middle one too. Let's see how the end ones are doing. If they're not doing that good, we may end up having to. That one's just as good as the other one was. Okay, that one. I'm gonna say this one's about 80% full, which means I probably need to put another honey super on here. Unless the empty one was on the bottom. I can't remember. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Put the empty one on the bottom. That one's same way, 70 to 80% full. So if the other one was the full one before, then yeah, they definitely need another honey super. It's pretty full. Oh yeah, that one was the one that was full because it's, golly. Yeah, you can tell this one was full because it's, I mean, they've drawn the comb way out past the edge of the frames. I'm not even going to look in it. I'm just going to lift it. I'm going to say it's probably, well, wow. Dude, they stuck that one down. Yeah, that was the full one. Is it still full? So yeah, we need another honey super. I'm not even gonna start looking at it until I get another honey super to put up on top. I did take some resources from them last week, so there may be, I was gonna say there may be fewer bees, but you can't tell it by looking up here in the honey supers. Yeah, you sure can't tell it by this. Alright. Okay, they're gonna have to have some smoke. They're not liking me in here at all. Just full of pollen. That one's just full of pollen. I mean, absolutely full of pollen. Alright. Gonna have to have a little smoke. And I got a half a mind. Oh, I didn't bring enough stuff. I was gonna say I got a half a mind to put another deep on top of that. Put the queen excluder on top of that, just so I can build up some bees and split it later on. But for now, I'll just deal with this. I don't think I'll need to do any splits today. I hope not. Famous last words, huh? That's full of pollen. That did have some brood in it that's mostly hatched out. Oh, she's putting back brood in it. She's wanting more room to lay. Okay. That battery went dead, which means this one's about to go dead. So I will finish my inspections with this one camera. Sorry, I forgot all my batteries back on the charger, but I got one battery in my pocket, and I'll finish with the one camera. Like I said, if that one went dead, that means this one's about to go dead. I may as well go ahead and change out the, well, I'm not going to change out the battery until it does go dead, because that one, the battery in that one was a off-brand. She's laid back in everything she can, so that battery may not be as good as this one. I think this one's actually an actual GoPro battery. That one has been drawn out. Scared me. I thought, there she is right there. She's fixing to start laying in that empty comb right there. She's already laid in that empty comb. She has laid that full of eggs. Yes, sirree. Wow, that was completely empty last week when I did that. When I took that Nicot box out of it, I put that in there as something to let them draw. Golly, they are back. They're filling that with honey and pollen. So I really would like to have another deep to put on this, but I don't have one with me today. Ooh, looky here, good God Almighty. Ooh, yeah. She's a good queen too, man. I really don't want to lose another one of my really good queens. Wow. That's all laid back in. She's laid everywhere she can. Whoa, baby snot. There's a queen cup, and a bee's got his butt right by it. Got her butt right by it, so I can't see what's in it. Nothing's in it. So hopefully that was just wishful thinking on their part. She's looking someplace else to lay, though. We're gonna get. She's laid in that too. There's eggs in the bottom of those cells. If they'll finish drawing those out, she'll fill those up too. No egg in that cell. Those are all, there's a bunch of eggs in the bottom of those, so you can see them. I don't know if you can see them on camera or not. I'll try to get close. I don't know if it'll actually focus that close or not, but I'm actually going to turn that around. That one. Is it a good drone brood on it? I can't see. Hey, there's no way I could see eggs inside that. In that right there. That's crazy. But it definitely needs to be closer toward the center, because that's empty and she needs a place to lay. I'm gonna move this one. Like right there. She was on that frame there. So hopefully she'll find that frame there and lay in it. Oops. Now. Oh, that one's full of honey. No, it's not either. It's full of brood. Goodness gracious. Brood and nectar. Or not nectar, pollen. Alright. We finished off this one. Added a honey super. Those two honey supers are basically full. No, those two honey supers are basically full, the top ones. The bottom one is empty with drawn out comb. So they should fill that one up by, well, probably in the next few days. But and seeing how it's supposed to be such nice weather this week, I may come by one day this week earlier just to check the honey supers and see if they need another honey super, because I really don't want them to do like that one over there and start storing up the honey in the brood box. Well, this is promising. I'm actually kind of worried about this hive here because they didn't have that many bees. Well, they still didn't draw this out, but, and I could take this honey super and give them a drawn out honey super. I could be nice and do that. But for now, yeah, that one's still, I hadn't even drawn it out yet. That one, well, this one may have to get requeened before long. I ain't even started filling that one up. I'm just going to take that one. I'm just going to take that one away. And, well, that one's starting to get wet. Maybe they're starting to put up a little honey. That one's starting to get a little wet in places. So I don't need another honey soup around here, that's for sure. I took resources from this bunch last week and I probably shouldn't have. But it does look like their brood box is a little more full than it was. And we'll see. That is not good. That's just nasty. I was hoping they'd clean that up and use it, but this one they hadn't finished drawing it out yet. Yeah, I may have to let this bunch here recover for a couple of weeks after taking all those resources from them. I can't tell that those have been laid in or not. I see lots of larvae and eggs in between those. I don't see any eggs out here on the edge, but all in the middle there's all eggs in there. They're trying to backfill what they can there. Yeah, there are not that many bees in here, really. Okay, there's larvae, eggs, small eggs, or eggs and small larvae. No eggs in there yet. She really needs to go start filling up. That's all drone brood, all drone cells. I don't know why they have insisted on drawing out drone cells this year. Probably just because they're planning on storing honey in. Make sure she's not on there. So I want her toward the center. She should be. She should be marked. There's a bunch of eggs in there. There's eggs everywhere in there. Larvae, eggs, larvae. Well, she's laying. The bees just need to start drawing some of the stuff out. There are eggs in that. She's tried. If they'll give her enough room to lay in. Now here's where all the bees are. They're on this frame. There she is right there. Actually, I'm gonna put her right in the middle. I don't see any eggs on that side. That would actually be a really good place for her to lay in. Yeah, this one needs another week maybe even 2 weeks to recuperate from stealing so much of their resources. So we're going to put this back on. Again, put this back on. Because I would like for them to have another place to store the honey other than down there in that brood box. But I'm going to leave that box that ain't been drawn out. I'm going to leave it off. There's not enough bees in it to even mess with anyway. Alright, now all I got to do is transfer that one nuke into a 10 frame box. And I should have put that nuke over here on this stand while I was, a couple of weeks ago while I was, especially nukes I knew I was going to keep, wasn't going to sell. Alright, I'm going to lose a bunch of foragers here. So, hopefully, they'll come to one of these hives here. Maybe they'll come to that hive. Come back and start cleaning it up. But yeah, I'm fixing to lose a bunch of foragers, because when they come back, there won't be a hive here. Oops. here's what happens when you move a hive in the middle of the day. See all those foragers coming back? Their hive is gone. Their nuke is gone. So they're looking right here. They're probably gonna end up either in this one that doesn't have a queen, or that one there that has the little queen. They'll probably go in there and go around. Now they could go into this one here that I just actually, you know what? Well, I just put that one in there, and I don't know, since they're foragers, and we'll see what happens now. Put that one there. There's enough bees in there to protect the queen, and they'll let the foragers in because they're carrying in nectar. So hopefully that'll do good. To be honest with you, I don't remember if that queen was marked or not. I don't think I marked her. So we'll see how it goes. That'll help build up that population, though. They'll let them in. There's enough bees in there to protect the queen. And see all those foragers there. They're coming in. They're bringing in nectar. So the guard bees are like, "Oh, hey, y'all got food? Come on in." Just like a frat party. "Hey, you got beer? Come on in." That's what I've heard anyway. So they'll hopefully, all these foragers coming back will help build up that colony. And there should be enough enough nurse bees and everything in that hive there that they should be fine. Tonight, hopefully, unless something happens, I can go get that swarm trap, and I'm going to set it right there, and then cut some limbs, put some limbs in front of the entrance, and see if I can get them to reorient to this apiary. So anyway, that's it for today. All I'm going to do is clean out that little mating nuke, and I'm going to silicone. May as well do it. I'm here. I'm going to silicone all those feeder boards, and y'all shouldn't need to see that. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm about whooped, and I need some water and Gatorade. I'm going to get this done as quickly as I can and get me something to drink. Y'all have a good day.